So, earlier today I watched the first episode and bits of episode 2 of Ashoka. And to be honest, I didn't really care about the show. It's not like the show is utter trash that needed to get off my screen, it's just decent. But let's get into it and figure out why that's the case. First, let's start off with the good, but we aren't going to be here for long. First things first, Sabine and Chopper's characters are pretty well written. Sabine isn't a one-woman army, and along with Chopper, didn't change a bit from the few episodes of Rebel I have seen, and that's a good thing. But the thing that I liked the most about the show was the action. Yeah, it can be a bit choppy at times, but it's much cleaner than it was in Mando Season 3, and it's actually pretty fun to watch in my opinion. But that's enough praise. You probably aren't here to listen to me praise a show. You're here to listen to me complain about the show and its problems. And oh boy, does it have a couple of problems. So let's get on with that. The first complaint I have with the show is Ashoka and Hera. I'm not sure if it's just me, but something feels off about them. They're more stoic than they are in Rebels, and I even noticed that with everyone else. Everyone except for Sabine has this weird stoicness to them, and it just makes all of these characters boring in comparison to their old counterparts. The second thing is supplementary material. If you haven't watched Rebels or the Clone Wars, you are not going to know what the hell is happening, and everything is going to be pretty confusing to you. Now, the next thing I have an issue with is the New Republic. Because of the sequel trilogy existing, we need to make them look as dumb as possible to push up the First Order, even though the First Order is so ridiculously moronic that they don't make a lick of sense no matter what you do with them. Here's a good example, but spoilers ahead. In the first episode, an old Jedi starship approaches a New Republic shuttle, and the shuttle is housing a prisoner of great importance to the New Republic. The ship is transmitting an old Jedi code and is requesting to land on the shuttle. Now, why did the captain decide it was a good idea to let them on the shuttle? It looked like a trap from the jump, and he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. And turns out the captain knew it was a trap from the get-go, and let them on boards anyway. If you have suspicions that an approaching ship that says it's housing a Jedi aren't housing a Jedi, and you have a very important prisoner on board that you're transporting, why would you let that ship on board? You're pretty much asking for them to butcher all of your men and take the prisoner away. But the biggest problem I have with the show so far is the ending parts of episode 1. So Sabine gets sneaked by one of the villains and her henchmen where they duke it out for a bit, the action being pretty subpar before it ends in Sabine getting stabbed through the abdomen with a lightsaber. And she not only survives this, but desperately tries to swing at her assailant. God damn it, show, I was just getting invested and then this happens. Is Qui-Gon Jinn the only person in this universe to get stabbed with a lightsaber and die? Because it seems like everyone in this universe can survive a lightsaber stab like it was a flesh wound. That's where I'm going to cut it for today. I'm going to be watching reviews of this show because I honestly don't really care to watch it, but that's all I really have to say for now. Like always, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed content like this, share this around so I can grow as a channel, and like always, I will see you next time.